The Cannibal Grandfather. Once, a boy and a girl who had lost both their parents went in search of their grandparents. As evening approached, they entered a home and requested an old couple to give them hospitality. The grand old couple welcomed them. The old man and woman received the two children very warmly and offered them a good dinner. Feeling drowsy, the girl quickly claimed that she would sleep with the grandmother, while the boy was left to sleep with the grandfather. In the middle of the night, the girl was awakened by the sound of the grandfather grinding his teeth. She woke the grandmother and asked, "What is my grandfather eating?" The grandmother replied, "Your greedy grandfather. Who knows what he is eating? He must be eating the crab I gave him in the morning. I caught it at the stream." In reality, the old man was a cannibal. He had tied up the young boy and was crushing and eating his bones. In the morning, he hid all the leftover meat and bones in the rice barn. In the morning, when the girl woke up, she asked the grandmother, "Where is my brother?" The grandmother replied, "He went early to fetch water." The girl then went to the pond and asked all the passers-by if they had seen her brother. They all replied that they had not seen him. She came home and told the grandparents that she did not see him at the pond. They replied, "He brought water, and again he is gone to the forest." Meanwhile, the sun had risen high in the sky. The grandfather had eaten his meal and was making a basket used by women to carry water. After crafting the basket to a considerable size, he asked the girl to get inside the basket to see if it would hold her. The girl protested that baskets for carrying water are not measured in that manner. He said that it can also be measured in that way. The grandfather's intention was to trap her inside. Finding the basket a little small, he called her out and began to make it a little bigger. The second time he called her to get into the basket, when she got in and was well settled, he immediately tied her up. The grandfather, turning a deaf ear to her pleas, trapped her inside the basket. He planned to have her for dinner after he returned from the field work. He passed on a long bamboo to her, saying, "Look after the patty dried in the sun. Do not let birds and animals come to eat it." As she was tending the patty, a rat appeared to her and said, "You may be blissfully sitting, but your grandfather is going to have you for his dinner." The girl was disheartened and entreated the rat, "Oh, fairy rat, please help me. Let us make a deal. After every grain of rice that you eat, kindly cut one strand of the cane of this basket." The fairy rat agreed, and after some time, she was able to free herself. She did not know where to run, so she hid herself at the bamboo grove. When the old man returned from his work, he found that the girl had escaped from the basket, so he began to search for her everywhere. Not finding her in the house, he began to search for her in the garden and the bamboo grove. He leveled every tall grass and searched behind every tree. As he was nearing her hiding place, she whimpered out of fright and, sensing her presence, the grandfather ran towards her. The girl jumped out of her nest and ran towards the bamboo and began to climb it. The grandmother saw the tussle and felt pity for the girl, so she wished and prayed that the bamboo would grow taller to save her. The grandfather, of course, wished that the bamboo would become shorter. However, as the bamboo was growing so tall and with the weight of the girl and the old man, the bamboo arched towards the ground and the girl got down and ran away. The wild old man lost his prey. According to another version, the orphans were sisters. It is the elder girl who slept with the grandfather and was eaten. The grandfather, chasing the younger sister, climbed the bamboo and prayed to God that the bamboo grow taller and taller. At last she reached the heavens and entered a home, seeking refuge. She told the woman at the door that she was hiding from an old man who was chasing her. After some time, the old man also reached the heavens and asked the woman if she saw any young girl come that way. The woman was actually boiling water to prepare rice beer. She said that a girl had passed by a few minutes ago, but he would not be able to catch up with her. So he entered her house and asked her to give him some water as he was feeling so thirsty. She agreed to give him some water and told him to open his mouth. Suddenly, she brought the boiling water from inside the house and poured it into his mouth and killed him. She then called out the girl hiding inside the house, saying, "The grandfather is already dead. Come, baby. Sit, my child." The girl came out and was piggybacking the woman's child and singing a lullaby.
Weiji Tsui Mai Khoru Oh 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 I Gaibo Mike Jiaru Do Tojo Po Conpeo Tojo Po Peo Eo Oh oh My oh 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 Elder sister Igaluru My oh 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 Younger sister Ijiaru Bring down now her foot pack Bring up out her foot pack Ew oh 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 oh
The woman asked, "Please read the lullaby again." Hearing the song and her voice, she realized it was none other than her younger sister. Thus they lived together again,